Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in to Central Plains Agency on Aging.
Sure.
So you're Sarah?
Yes.
Okay, and where do you live, Sarah?
I live in Andover.
Okay.
Do you need my actual address?
No, that's all right. And were you born here in Kansas?
Yes, I was born in Salina.
Oh, okay. Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Okay. What we're doing here is just getting some background information just to kind of do an assessment and see where I can place you and where you can get the most benefit from my agency.
Great.
Did anybody refer you to Central Plains?
I just saw an ad.
Okay. And then, so I heard on the phone that you have some parents who are a bit elderly. What are their names?
Amy and Kenny.
Okay. And how old are they?
They're upper 60s.
Okay.
I was adopted.
Oh, all right. How was your relationship with them?
Good. I was always very close to them, and we've had a great relationship, but, as their memory is leaving and they're physically less able, it's more tense, and so we're not as close, and it's hard for me to be around them as much because it just doesn't feel the same.
Okay, I understand. Do you have any other siblings? You said you were adopted. Okay. Do you have children?
No, I don't have any children.
Okay. Just some educational and work history. What was the last grade that you completed?
I have my master's.
You have your master's.
MBA.
Great. MBA? Okay. Yes. And so where do you work with your business degree?
I work for Grace Med.
Okay.
Yes, I work on the business side of that and a lot of fundraising.
Okay. Do some fundraising. Do you have any physical or mental or other function factors that will affect services that you receive from my company?
No, I shouldn't.
Okay. And what about, just to get some background, do you have any cultural or ethnic practices that you would like our agency to be aware of so we could be sensitive to?
No, not particularly.
Okay.
My parents are African American.
Okay.
Not that I'm adopted, so
Okay.
that might be good to know just for them.
Yes, absolutely. And what are the reasons that you're requesting services? What brought you in?
Well, just knowing resources for what to do with elderly parents, and as their medical things keep going up, and I don't really know what to do about it, and so just finding support in that, and if hearing what you guys do and what other people do to take care of them, and I just don't really know, and I feel like there's a lot more coming, and it's just kind of started, so.
Okay, so you want to have a jump on things.
Yeah.
All right, so it kind of sounds like you maybe need some health insurance information.
Yeah.
And then just other preventative services to help with your relationship with your parents as you go forward. What have you tried on your own to help you cope with having older parents? Have you tried a lot of resources?
Yeah, I read a couple books.
Okay.
I didn't really like them very much. They were all just kind of depressing and didn't really... I like to be able to ask questions and have people talk to me, so I just didn't really connect with reading a book.
Makes sense. Are you and your parents' basic needs met, which means just food, shelter, transportation?
Yes, there's that's part of the problem. They can't drive anymore, and so a lot of times I'm the one getting their groceries and driving them everywhere, and so I'm also starting to get concerned on if they're eating well when I'm not there, and just that.
Okay. Have you seen their weight?
Yeah, their weight has pretty much stayed the same, but I'm noticing a lot of old things still in their fridge that I'm afraid they're still eating, and so just not keeping track of when stuff goes bad, and so.
Okay. Do you feel like you have any barriers based on your culture or ethnical practices, that would make it harder for you to get services from us?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, great. And so it sounds like your responsibilities towards your families is you're the only child, and once they do get to a point where they can't take care of yourself, that's going to kind of fall on you.
Yes.
Okay. And are you financially secure for, do you help them financially?
I have been helping them a lot financially,
Okay.
and I don't really know on insurance what their stuff covers, and with all the changes coming up, I don't know what that will look like as well. So financially, like I'm stable, but not great, and I'm paying
Okay.
back a lot of loans. So
Okay.
I don't really have the resources to take care of them for like end of life stuff, and if they need to do nursing home stuff, like I can't afford that.
Okay. So some more insurance questions for
Mhm.
sure. And medicines, do they have a lot of medicines that they're currently taking
Yeah,
prescriptions?
not a ton, but they do have enough that they get confused.
Okay. Okay, well, that's important. Do you think the responsibilities and expectations your family has for you are reasonable? Do you think that you will be able to cope?
Well, maybe. I mean, that's part of why I'm coming, just because it's a lot to take on, and
Yeah.
I feel very overwhelmed. I don't think it's unfair that I'm having to do it, because that's what you do when your parents get old, but
Right.
it is a lot, so,
Okay.
yeah.
A few more questions here with our assessment. Because of the responsibilities that are placed on you from your family, what do you need help to better address your responsibilities?
I just need help making a plan,
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah.
Yeah,
Just kind of
yeah.
knowing, yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the biggest thing.
What factors that you think have been blocking your fulfillment with your need with your family? Like, do you feel
I just feel uninformed.
uninformed? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we will try to help you with that. All right, and this last part is just something about your strengths.
Mhm.
What do you expect to happen, and your expectations as well? So what do you expect to happen during your services that we provide?
Well, I expect that I'll learn some things and maybe get some more ideas on like how to help them, as well as just like some support,
Okay,
maybe some community.
absolutely. So once you get our services, what's the final goal for you? Like, what do you see changing for you?
I just see myself as having a system, and I know, like, knowing how that works, and I just feel like frantic right now, and like I'm trying to catch up, and like every time something new happens, I'm not ready for it, and
Okay.
so maybe just like having a set schedule for myself on like the caregiving, and then like just an idea of like how to process through that.
Absolutely. What do you think is going to help you keep motivated and work through all of your issues? Do you have a good self-care plan, or, help with your friends?
Yeah, I have a good friend network. None of them have parents as old as I do,
Okay.
which is kind of why I don't really have support on this side. But
Right.
I do have, they will listen, and I
Okay.
do have an outlet there.
Okay, great. And how do you personally handle change? Does it overwhelm you? Are you flexible?
It overwhelms me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do great with change.
Okay. And then what are your biggest stressors? What are we going to have to help you work through to get to your end goal?
Time. I work a lot.
Okay.
That's probably the biggest one. I just don't
Okay.
have a lot of flexibility in time.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for answering all of these questions. I definitely can see a range that my agency can help you with. I think for sure you need to get into a support group we have support groups for younger caregivers
Okay.
and who are just kind of starting out.
Mhm.
And then I'll definitely give you this hotline that we just set up with all the CAN care, with all the new changes in Medicaid
Okay.
or Medicare. We'll be able to call that anytime you have questions on a new prescription your parents get or anything like that. So I'll set you up with that help group and that hotline.
Okay, great.
All right,
That
thanks
sounds
so much
perfect.
for coming
Thank you.
in.